It's more than a CRM, right? It's truly a workflow. It's a process flow, and it's a way to organize your business, from the start to the finish, right? A lot
Yes.
of people come in and they say, hey, you've got to have a different machine to do this and a different machine to do that. And I think what you've built is a program that does it all in one box. And that's what we want to talk about today, right? Like, how do you build something like that? What does it look like, right? When you get the keys to this Ferrari and fire up that engine, right? Like, what does that sound like?
Yeah, no, great question. So I was
Mm.
in a non-Dell mortgage company, and my other partners, my partners today, once we started putting together a tech stack for the sales force, I ran an inside team and an outside team. It was costing me anywhere between $800 to $1,000, per teammate to, tech stack together a
Yeah,
solution.
that's right.
So it was a big challenge for us. And then getting them all to communicate together was another challenge. So some would, some wouldn't. So there was just a lot of,
APIs,
yeah,
webhooks, right?
exactly
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
And,
and then you
the
get
one
one
thing,
right, somebody changes something, you got to reconnect the whole darn thing again.
exactly right. Something breaks, you got to figure out where it broke, right? It's like finding the end of spaghetti in a spaghetti bowl. Good luck.
There it is.
So yeah, so we just realized that coming out of the previous venture, I also recognized talking to thousands of LOs that there just wasn't a really good sales driven system. And
Yeah.
I come from a long sales background, close to 30 years. I've used multiple CRM systems, including Salesforce, for example. You have to be an engineer to operate, and figure out. And I've spent hundreds of hours of videos trying to figure that kind of stuff out. And
Yeah.
just realized there was nothing that was really LO centric and LO easy
Mhm.
for the salespeople, right?
Right.
And at the end of the day, we have there's a plethora of sales people, and including LOs, and some are very tech savvy, some have zero tech knowledge, and then you have kind of everything in between. So there was
Right.
nothing that really catered to that entire crowd that also incorporated a full tech stack up front. That's an LO's responsibility ultimately,
Yeah.
is that's when they're working the loan, right? Is that upfront process.